Hi, I'm Amanda Lenher, and I am a educator for AII. I am representing IBD today, and this is our design that we're going to do, created with this beautiful color palette in the back. And let's get started. We're going to do some colorful bubble work. I have noticed when I've done this design that it's easier to actually do your lighter colors first, because the lighter colors, when you're layering your bubbles, kind of get muted out and then you don't actually see the color. So we're going to start with the yellow first and kind of set that down. You take a little bit on your brush. You want to make sure that you have some gel polish cleanser on there so you're not getting full color, because you want to be able to drag the color down and kind of fade it down a little bit to give it that like bubble look, that it has like a tint of yellow. And then we can add another bubble over here. And like I said, always having a wet brush with a gel cleanser, and you're just going to slide it down, and it kind of gives you a little bit of a tint in there without being heavy coverage. Put a big one over here. This technique is a way to do it with give it that three-dimensional look without having to be so heavy and 3D. Then we're going to flash cure it for 10 seconds just to be able to set the color so I can continue to keep working, and then it cures as the process goes on with the other colors as we add them. And then we'll add some orange and see how the orange pops out more over the yellow and it doesn't stay as muted. It kind of is starting to give it that three-dimensional raised up look. If anybody's interested in these little stands, they come with a little magnet on the bottom, help to hold, give you stability when you're working on your nail art. They sell them at Jelly Pop here in California. They're from Japan, and they're a nice little stand when you're trying to do some nail art and working on building up your portfolio for at the salon. To have these, it makes it easier, and you can kind of put them away when you're done using them, and your nail art kind of stays secure. We're going to move on to the green. Now you'll be able to really start to see things kind of pop out. The darker the colors get, you just kind of feather it down. The wetter your brush is, you want to kind of have like a tint. You don't want to be able to see your kind of like brush strokes. You don't want to have it too heavy or have too much paint, because you want to be able to give that illusion of that translucent bubble with just a little bit of tint of color. Pop this in there, flash cure it. Trying to fill in your spaces and layer as you go. There is no really rhyme or reason, wrong way to do it. Just how you feel the design should be, what you envision. You want to make sure if you're using brushes that you're using brushes that, like, designated just for gel or just for acrylic paint, just for oil-based paints and stuff. You don't want to mix them, because you can't really clean and get all the gel out of a brush that's been used with gel polish. You also want to make sure that you clean your brush off in between your colors. And then that's done. We just put some top coat on it and we're all finished. And there you have it.
All right, thank you.
Thank you for having me.